Might as well go to the world. Can't get enough. Might as well go to the world. Might as well go to the world.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to K97.5. We got some rock and roll for you. Some Metallica. For whom the bell tolls. Sorry. Hello?
Can you hear us?
Testing. That was a long episode. We're starting late.
Very, very, very long.
Hello, everybody. Chat. Testing. Confirm that you hear us. Are we streaming? There we go. Okay, I think I see a boom. Hello, everybody.
Hey, guys.
What's going on?
What an episode.
It was outstanding. I love the little detail stuff in there with the. We'll get into all that, but like the weirwood dream with Daemon at the weirwood tree and Harrenhal and Alice Rivers. That's what I was trying to. I was all night. I was going. Is Alicent? I kept saying Alicent or Alicent or something. Hello. Okay, there we go. They can hear us. All right, we have everybody in the chat here. Melly, Rebecca, Mark, Becky, Nightbot, Dark Queen, Jason Weeks, Diane Harris, hello, Amanda Stewart, The Joe Show, Cody Ungoliant, hello, All American, K-Dubs, Doc Holiday, Matty Benz, the whole gang.
I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
Keep them entertained.
Okay, all right. How's everybody doing? James forgot his butt plug. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, what does this say here? Let's see. What's going on, John Haymaker, Tom Bystander, Ryan? What's up? What did y'all think overall? Zara, how you doing? Gotlander. There's Lord Commander Manny. What's up, man? Let's see. Lord Kev. Welcome. Becca Powell. Betty QS, hello. There's Alyssa. Anyway, as James puts his butt plug in, what did y'all think of the episode? Nah, he's putting a special costume on, that's all. So anyway, we had an outstanding episode. Went a little long. I don't know. What was that about? What? You think an hour 15, James, maybe? Something 20? It was definitely longer. We were like, damn, it's 10 o'clock. And it looked like, I know there's a lot of those are credits. You see the end there, but oh, back in black. Look at that.
Somebody said we were twinning, and I was like, damn, we are.
Yeah, okay. Well, we didn't plan that, really. There's CT. Hello.
Suppository.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, so, hello, everybody. I know I'll miss a lot of names, but we'll get into this because we're already late. But what did you think, man? Overall.
I loved it. You could tell I was so amped at last scene.
We were both
I was
yelling,
on the edge of my seat.
We were both yelling at TV and shit.
Damn.
But yeah, so the big things, right? We got, Kristen Cole, fucker, is, hand the king, and he's all nervous about it. He goes in his first little council meeting, his hand, still wearing his armor and shit, I guess. So
yeah.
No, I didn't see the pins, welded on there. Basically, they both have the same plan. Go to Harrenhal. Damon's already there. He went by himself alone because that's the way he rolls. So a lot of stuff going on there. That's going to be the center of attention. We did watch the preview for next week, which we never do till you guys see it, and we don't ever see it. Let's see. Let me get the right mouse here. I saw a super chat. Lord Commander Manny, what's up, man? Thank you for the $2 super chat. Thank you, sir.
What's up, LC Manny?
LC Manny. Let me show you, make sure I didn't miss anything up there. Okay. Let's see here. Big E, thank you for the 5. Winners of episode 3. Hot Nun Rhaenyra. No shit. Damon, Thriller Dream, Ed Harrenhal, and Sir Kristen Cole Barber for that hideous haircut. His hair looks terrible. It does. It's fucking weird.
Big E, man. Been around for a long time, too.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
Cool. Rebecca Powell.
Becca, 5 months. Thank you for the new membership. Damon woke up in front of Weirwood. Now, I was going to ask y'all, chat, because I told James, I do not remember this from the book. And again, I didn't read Fire and Blood nearly like I did Ice and Fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that being a thing. Now, Alice, I kept saying, you heard me say, I was like, that's Alice.
Yes,
Alice,
that was driving you crazy.
Yes, Alice Rivers. She will play a big role, so we won't spoil anything, but she is known as the Queen of Harrenhal and said, you will die here. And straight up.
And I thought the Ulf guy was
Yes.
a poser, but Chris said he's a real deal.
He's a real dragon seed, and I'm glad we had the subtitles on because I could not hear that shit.
Yeah.
And I wondered, like, why are they going to this guy? But they've been kind of slowly introducing the dragon seed, so we got, Hugh and Alan and all those guys, and now we got Ulf.
Something else about the having the subtitles on is knowing that those were crickets in that little thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I said crickets chirping at the bottom.
In Helena's little cage there. Slope, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships again. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Oh shit, I'm losing my spot here. That was given to Ungoliant, the Fuster Cluck. I love that fucking name. There's Taryn, the mother of dragon.
What's happening?
Ryan has got a membership now, and let's see, John Haymaker, and then the Everyday Non-Expert. Awesome, man. Cool. Thank you. Classic City Dog. So Classic City says, wow, the season has been mid. What didn't you like about it?
Oh, wow.
I think it's been outstanding so far. I like the details that we don't get from books. Yeah. Thank you, Ungoliant, for the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate it, man. Memberships. I'm saying subs like it's
right,
like it's damn Twitch.
Is the music still on?
Oh, did I not pause it? I'm sorry. Yeah, I did not pause that. So, okay, there, it's off. Sorry about that. Let's see. So, Tom, dragon seeds are they're bastard Targaryens, essentially. Yeah, exactly. Or, I mean, they can be, Velaryons or whatever. They're all the same family, basically. All the same blood. So, they can potentially bond with the dragon. Let's see here. Lisa P, thank you for these super chats. Appreciate it.
So
Hi
much.
from Florida. Thank you, Lisa.
It's hot enough here. I know it's got to be burning up down there.
I know, man. It was so fucking thick today and yesterday.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, my God. Honey barbecue wings. It's been okay. Been kind of slow, in my opinion. Now, I will say this episode was definitely a little slower, but it's like kind of the calm before the storm because we got Harrenhal coming next week.
Mm-hmm.
We got a big. We're going to start seeing some dragon action here. And God, I can't wait. I don't want to say something. We did see the opening. They kind of show the aftermath of the first Battle of the Burning Meal. And this is, I told you guys, we talked about for years on this channel, live streaming and videos, the Brackens and Blackwoods.
Yeah.
Any excuse to go to war. These are the Hatfield and McCoys of Westeros. And so any excuse they get, they go to war. And they did. So they kind of showed the aftermath of that. And then they showed him dead and then expanded out, pulled out and all those bodies. So that was the first official battle. And
it was a hell of a battle.
Apparently.
Happened off screen,
we
but
didn't get to see it, but that was a hell of a battle.
I guess now that
excuse me.
Now that the episode has aired, I can let the cat out of the bag. I was able to be an extra. Did you see me in the brothel? You couldn't see my head, but you could see the chick I was acting with. Did you see me?
Dude, you are fucking slinging some meat.
I know, dude. They were trying to give me to use a prosthetic. I was like, fuck no. Hell no.
We're going to make this legit and real.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had that 12-inch dong. That girl was damn slobbing on. She was hot to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit. We already demonetized. I'm sorry.
Hot to her. Oh, shit.
You got a hot tool on that thing, if you know what I mean.
I was blown away. That set me back. We've seen some gruesome stuff, very graphic that way, but when they pulled that curtain back, I was not ready for that.
They're not afraid to show some damn brothel scenes in Game of Thrones, I'm telling you right now. But yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, he James is, he had that problem in middle school. He couldn't dress out in PE, if y'all remember.
That's right.
If y'all missed one of our podcasts, was it on Overtime?
No, it was
a regular podcast.
episode 2 of the addiction thing.
The addiction thing. Yeah. See, he made that joke and just threw it in there nonchalantly, and then so I just figured I'd follow up on that. Shit. Oh shit! Yeah, that was a long dong. I'm sorry, Diane Q&A. Was that Diana, the former servant in the brothel? I didn't notice, Diane. Good question. I'm trying to remember. There were so many people in the brothel. I don't remember. Maybe somebody in chat. I don't. I have to watch it again. And Anyway, let's see what else we had. So we had Daemon going to Harrenhal, right, and he's approaching. And I was sitting there. I didn't remember any detail from the books, but Harrenhal is already under control of Larys. He's the Lord, but they don't recognize him as Lord. And there's very few people there, clearly.
Yep.
After the fire and all that stuff, I guess is the way they're going to roll with that. So they already have control technically for the Greens, but now Daemon's went and claimed it, and they're happy to see him, and they're fine with it. So technically right now, the Blacks have that, but there's no army, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You'd have one dragon, obviously. So anyway.
That was wild. He took that place so easy.
He just he walked in. Now, it was freaky, though. So he shows the bedroom leaking, and, he's walking around. He's got swords in the door. He pulls Dark Sister when the door starts rattling, and I thought it was going to be her because they purposely, if you remember when he walked in and they're all eating, they all ran.
Oh, yeah.
She walks out, and
yeah.
they purposely put the camera on Alice. So I was like, that's what brought it up in my head. Like, okay, that's, what's her name?
Yeah, that was a trip. And you said, did they bring her back, the young version?
Yeah. So they brought back young Rhaenyra for the scene where she's sewing Jaehaerys's head back on. And it was freaky. And I was like, okay, he's clearly dreaming. And he's in front of a fucking weirwood tree. And she walks out. Because that's the thing about Harrenhal, right? So to get into a little bit of lore, she's known as the Witch Queen there, and she's got powers and all this kind of stuff. But we all know from Game of Thrones, right? It's cursed, they call it, because Littlefinger owns it by then, right? Since Harren the Black built it, right, before Aegon burned it, melted it, and that's where Tywin and Arya they camped out there for a while. But the reason is, and we all kind of know this now, is when they built Harrenhal, they cut down all the weirwood trees to use for the interior. And used all that wood, but they left the one in the God's wood.
Okay.
So now we know with Bran and Bloodraven and Whispers and how they use the weirwood.net thing, that's why they call it haunted.
I see.
So a lot of weird shit's going on in Harrenhal throughout the centuries.
Whole place is just built with weirwood
tree.
Okay.
And just like the Eyrie, wherever there's a weirwood, piece of wood, even if it's dead.
Exactly where my mind went was that throne.
Exactly. There's still weird things that happen. So in the area, you have whispers that's heard at night and stuff like that. So it's considered haunted or cursed or whatever. So anyway, that's Harrenhal is just a cool ass fucking giant castle, but Aegon burned the shit out of it. And we'll maybe get to see that one day. John Haymaker, Frankensteining. I didn't think about it. That's a good way to put that. Yeah, Millie Alcott coming back to that's weird. But I'm trying to think of like the symbolism there, like young Rhaenyra, putting the kid back together, like the heir back together type of thing. I don't know.
To me, it's pretty wild how like both factions here have like the one has the clubfoot and then the other has that chick. It's playing that similar role, Lord of Whispers kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly.
That's so important, especially in a time like this, like with war looming.
Yeah, and it's here
These
now.
These little fucking rumors can cause some big shit.
Yeah, so, and now they did pay that off. I'm glad you mentioned that because last week we were like, okay, Mysaria goes down. She was going to go to Essos. She sees Auric coming up, and she's like, oh, shit. And then we got the fight. We didn't ever see the warning, but she had warned Eric of it. So
we were just talking about it before it started. Exactly. You hoped it paid it off, and then it did. So that was cool.
That's how she is now officially kind of a master of whispers, unofficial on the Black Council. So that was really good. Let's see what else. The ending, was crazy. She uses her, and Rhaenyra goes up in King's Landing, and they're going up in there. She's dressed as a nun, essentially. And so she walks right up into the Sept, and this is before the Sept of Baelor, which we'll see get blown up in Game of Thrones, clearly, and talks to fucking Alicent. And they damn sure revealed that she heard him say the Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah.
And
she misunderstood what he was talking about.
She knows it now.
Now she knows.
You can no longer defend the Alicent thing. I'm glad they did that, actually. I'm sorry, Randy. Thank you for the renewed membership, 50 months. What did Daemon's vision mean? That's a good question. I'm not really sure. I'm trying to think about what that could mean. Any ideas, put them in the chat, because that's not a book thing to my knowledge, and I don't remember any of that. So I'm trying to think of what that could possibly mean, like Rhaenyra putting somebody back together, essentially. Jaehaerys, who was the heir, right, to Aegon,
Right.
anyway, because technically her kids are heir.
And then to end it with the "you will die here."
Yeah, and I won't say much more than that, but I don't know. I don't know I don't know exactly what I have to think about it. Let it sit for a minute. So I don't have the clear answer, but I thought it was cool though, just the fact that they used the werewood thing, right? And Daemon had some weird dream or vision or whatever you want to call it. Maybe a little foreshadowing there, I would say, for sure, at the end of that. Was something else I was going to say. Oh, yes. Wee Man, thank you. Danny's Eggs. So it looks like they're going to retcon some stuff.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you paused the TV.
I paused it for this, and you pointed out I'm colorblind. Thank you.
That was funny. I wish I could have seen
know.
that. He was pointing and saying this, and he was naming colors, and he was wrong as hell.
Just on one. I mean, I got
On two.
Two. Well, they were mixed.
He got the
up.
green and the red backwards.
I got the green and the red backwards, which is exactly my problem.
So funny.
Anyway, okay, for a little history and lore, all right, Alyssa Farman stole these dragon eggs from a different clutch, and she sailed to Ashai, right? And that's where Danny's eggs came from. I don't think it's been 100% confirmed, but it's like 99.9% confirmed, right? So now, clearly, this is Cyrax's clutch, right? And we have Rhaena going over to Essos with the young dragons and the kids, which I think is a great move, by the way, just to kind of safeguard the future there. They can't fight yet or nothing like that. And she's taken, and they happen to show those three colors, who is exactly the same as Rhaegal, Viserion, and Drogon. And then the blue one, I don't know what they're going to do. Okay, so I think she's taking Nettle's place. Does the chat agree with that? So Nettles will be a dragon seed. And I thought they cast her, but I'm not 100% sure. I didn't keep up with the casting news that close, but I heard they did. So if that's the case, if it's not the case, and they're going to have Nettles separately as a dragon seed, that other one will be Morning. That will be her dragon. But it's too late. I was telling him. It's like she's grown. The war's starting now, like in a week. That dragon's going to be a baby for years. So I think she's going to go the Nettles route, and they're going to kind of combine those two.
Real quick, I saw it go up.
Yeah.
Maddie Benz said that they think that that scene was just haunting him. I guess because he had a hand in the kid dying.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, Maddie, for sure. Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, because you had the conversation with Rhaenyra, current Rhaenyra, about that.
Yep.
And then that he was directly responsible for his death. So yeah, and then he got the wake up moment, and then Alice is there, fucking, you're gonna die here. Oh shit. But he's not scared. Hello, Sydney.
In the door though, that was smart.
Oh yeah, he didn't even. He said, "I'm
got
not
street smarts."
Yeah, he does. I mean, he grew up in King's Landing.
Yeah,
he was on the streets of King's Landing. They call him the Prince of the City for a reason. They even said, "Look, I'm a dragon rider. I'm not going to be failed by poison peas."
Yes, that was another. That's right.
I mean, he's not stupid. Like, here, I would be like, here, you taste it.
My fat ass would have been eating that damn old lamb.
Fucking no, this don't taste good. This is rotten. Fucking, I'm hungry. So yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. Classic City Dog and other people are asking. I think they're going to kind of retcon that and maybe make those the eggs, and from a different clutch and all that stuff. Because I believe it was Dreamfire, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe somebody can correct me originally as far as the
They
clutch.
have cool names, don't they?
They really do. Alyssa, thank you for the super chat as
Thank
well.
you.
Eamon is half shy of wannabe Giant's blood. Oh, half shy. Yeah, I got you. Because he was full nude. Full frontal. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He's not James.
No.
He is definitely not James. James is fucking dragging the floor.
Oh, God.
And he
damn.
might, like, I don't know if his nose or his dick would hit the door.
I got to
first.
put it into these rumors right now.
Yeah, wait, no. We're going, the stream's going to cut off. Anyway.
Sorry.
No, No, that was a great scene though, right? So we had
I think that was a good scene.
What's his name? White in there, the Dragon Seed talking shit, and then we had Aegon walk in with his drunk buddies. They go to get him laid.
Get that dude laid, yep.
And they go and find Aemon in there, and then the one place that he kind of lets his guard down, I don't think he actually screws that girl.
I don't either.
I think he just...
I do not either.
Just like Grey Worm, or I'm sorry, was it White Rat that got killed? I just want to be held.
Yes.
White Rat, one of the Unsullied. I just want to be type of thing. So his eye patch is gone. He's completely nude.
That's right.
And he just and then he kind of flips the switch back on.
Yeah, he got pissed. He's like,
"Yeah, you're welcome to her. She's a whore's a whore," and walks out butt ass naked. Didn't even grab his clothes or eye pals. Like, you gonna grab your shit or what? No. Rebecca, thank you for the super chat.
So
again, Rhaenys reminding the men who they serve love her so much. Yes, she's awesome. I put her on the thumbnail this week. I wasn't quite sure how far we were going to get, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I like that scene because they were like, maybe she got to sneak away and hide, and she's like, what, and let you guys run the war?
That's right. That's right. And they're kind of doing that. You can see, obviously, they're doing that with both sides. So Alicent's in there.
Yep.
And, all the men are wanting to kill everybody, and they're wanting restraint. And then, Rhaenyra the same thing. And then Rhaenys is telling her the same thing. That wasn't her. She, that was the men around her that want blood, all that stuff. So I think so, Rebecca. Yes. We won't say what we're talking about, but I think so. I believe you're correct. Based off the what we saw with the preview. Was Haemon circumcised? I wasn't looking that close. James was.
Yeah, I saw.
That's when he got his butt plug out.
He's circumcised.
Oh, shit. Anyway, where were we? I was about to say something. I completely lost track now. So let's see.
When we filmed it, he kept standing up and turning around nude like that. And I was like, dude.
Right. Yeah, so anyway. What's up, Dark Side Droids? Nev, how you doing, man? Let's see. Season almost half over. They need to start moving some pieces unless they're going to drag us out. Yeah, I think they are a little bit. I think they're going to do 4, Nev, is what what I'm hearing. 4 is the max they can possibly do, I think, anyway. So next week we're getting War for sure. We're getting Harrenhal next week. So
okay,
we got. I don't know. And again, we'll see if they combine some battles like we have Tumbleton and then another Tumbleton where they combine those. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But we're getting War next week. And now let's just get to it. The end was crazy. We're all like, holy shit. We're standing up and yelling at the TV. She's walking in there. They have the conversation. And Alicent straight up says, and she realizes it. She's like, that's a dream my father told about Aegon the Conqueror. She clarified that. And she's like, oh shit. You can see it in her head. Like, she's such a good actress. Oh shit, I fucked up. Like, he was talking about Aegon the Conqueror, not this Aegon. And then just says, fuck it, it's too late.
Yeah.
And she's like, you can stop all this and just walk the fuck out. And you said, again, respect for letting her walk out of there.
Yes, I have to give her that.
But she's denying it now. So I don't want to hear anybody defending that, right? I mean, you can't. She straight up has a chance to go in there and say, look, this is what happened. I misunderstood. She said herself, and I yelled at the TV too, remember, he was weary and all that stuff. I said, so he could have made a mistake.
That's right.
And then they kind of came out with it. So, so now it's like, she's an antagonist. I'm sorry.
She is. You said that there, and that's
it's now she is
officially.
Yeah, she knows.
That look on her face.
She denied it. She denied it, and just
when she said,
away.
"Don't let your pride," and then
boom,
she snapped. Anyway, I was just wanting to say, and you know me, I had to look up what this person's name was. I'm tired of not knowing the names. To me, and I'm probably so alone in this, but the most intriguing character to me in this whole thing is Rhaenys.
Yeah.
This lady, the look on her face, it's like she's got all this knowledge in her head, and to me, what I'm gathering is Well, I see she's looking with pride and things like that, but I feel like she's like, just ask. You're not alone in this, and she's got all this wisdom to share.
Yep.
And she really thinks of both sides so well that I don't know. Her character is awesome to me.
She really is, and she knows. She's been around long enough to know all this stuff and how it works and what they're going to do. They're going to go to war no matter what, and it's kind of that men thing type they keep kind of hitting on with their. But they're not innocent either. Like I said, Alicent now specifically because she's doing everything she can to avoid it. But and Alicent's not wrong. Like Aegon's never just going to step down, even if he came up and. Alicent went and spoke to him in private or whatever, hey, look, it was a mistake. Your father didn't mean for whatever. He's not going to renounce his throne. And now, he's already got the bloodlust and the power and
Never.
His kids have killed. Now,
if she came straight back and was like, look, I was fucked up. Sorry. But no.
Yeah. But yeah. So anyway, Rhaenys, and there was, and again, they had that kind of little moment with her and Corlys in there too. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And, we'll just avoid going. There's a reason they're kind of having that tender moment.
I was remember I even told I missed that. I didn't really catch that.
Yeah,
scene.
Just a wife and husband having a moment. Oh yes, and the sea smoke thing. So while Rhaenyra's out speaking with Mysaria and makes her kind of unofficially on the council, like her Master of Whispers. Both teams, by the way, got a Master of Whispers this episode. The Clawfoot is now the Master of Whispers, and so he'll be in the council chamber, I guess.
Oh, I know.
Bastard. Anyway, so they see Smoke's out there screaming, and she's like, I don't know. He's been restless. That's Sea Smoke, and that was Laenor's, right? And Laenor is still alive. So now, and she said maybe he's lonely. So of course we know what happens with that, but it's like, what are they going to do? Are they going to break the lore? Or are they going to maybe something has happened to him off screen?
Right.
And Sea Smoke senses that from that distance, I guess. That could be a thing, could be confirmed. We'll see.
How do you feel now that they've had that scene where the cat's out of the bag and that excuse is no longer like, are we pretty, how do you feel is following the book?
Yeah, I mean, really close.
So the eggs is a little different.
The eggs is that's just, and again, I could be wrong. I mean, I think that I just think the colors are too exact.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, there's
when you paused it, I was like, damn, I think you're right.
Yeah. So just other than those little things, but I mean, as far as the general, because again, we're getting basically a history book where there's no detail. There's no inflection in voices and conversations, and we're getting 3 different accounts. And Mushroom's always got the worst account, and then the Maester's got the best account, and the Septa's somewhere in the middle. So we don't really. That's what I mean. It's kind of new at the same time. But I do like, because I always said from last season, I don't like the Alicent excuse, right? With the whole, now that's over. Like it's starting and it's over, and she has a chance to stop, but she's not. And what I didn't mention was the Baela scene. So we got Baela chasing down Sir Crispin.
That's what I was
Cole.
bringing up next.
Yeah, no,
I'm
glad.
I'm glad you're going right where I wanted you to.
Yeah, chasing them down. They go in the woods, and I was screaming like, "Just fucking burn the
light
woods,
them up." Yeah, it would follow them into the woods.
It would follow them. You could burn that whole fucking area. You burn on the other side before they can get there, and you just start a ring.
Yeah,
and that whole fucking thing. You could stop a lot of shit.
I was so glad though they showed later. You said not to engage or whatever. And so that's why she held up.
Yeah. Yes.
When she got back there and told him she saw him.
Yeah, but she was. I think she was close. If she would have called him in the open, I don't know. She might.
Yeah, the look on her
face. The dragon might have. They don't listen all the time either.
That's true.
And I was proud, James. But before I even said it, what's her dragon's name?
Oh no! I have to say I read it in the subtitles.
Oh well, what is it?
I don't know. Morning Star. I don't remember. It's
no.
It said. Whatever the dragon's name is, Grunts or something. That's
okay.
I was wondering why you said that. Okay, no, I didn't know it.
Oh,
I didn't remember.
Damn. Yeah. I didn't even read it, so I mean,
Moon Dancer. I can read.
No, but when James said, "Oh shit, Baela Moon Dancer," I was like, "Oh, okay, he's remembering shit." Oh, hell. Yes, Ring of Fire. I'm telling you. Yeah, so, yeah, Bela's Daemon's daughter. Is somebody asking who Bela is? So, anyway, so Bela had that awesome scene. So we're going to see more of her and Moondancer. and then, again, I think, and maybe somebody in chat knows, we talked about this a couple of times, but I never really seen a confirmed thing. I just think that Rhaenyra's too old now, and the war is already starting. I think they're going to make her Nettles, kind of combine those stories, because we've been introduced to everybody but Nettles, right? The Dragon Seeds kind of one by one slowly introducing them. So we got the other one tonight. There's another guy, I forget his name too. So you have, let's all the Dragon Seeds. You got Adam, Alan, right? We just got Ulf, White. We got Nettles, and then there's another dude. It's like a weird name, and he's got a nickname too. So they're slowly been introducing all those people, and I think we would have. I just got a feeling we'd have seen Nettles already. You know what I mean? And they to really focus on Rhaenyra this time, like, you know what I mean?
Do you notice how, and probably rightfully so, but these people are so paranoid, the rulers of these times, and how easily swayed they are. Like Clubfoot told him, hey, there's rumors out there that, you know, they want you to go so they can do da-da-da-da. Yeah. And then he changes his whole plan.
Reverse psychology. Yeah. Right? It immediately worked.
You can do that shit with all of them to a point. Yeah. All you have to do is, I don't know, shit like that.
Yeah, and what was his motivation to do that and to get on the council, or what do you think his motivation was? You know, because, I mean, what does he care if the king goes out and dies? You know
I was thinking that too.
Same as Littlefinger. He wants chaos, right? Chaos is a ladder.
It's weird.
Oh, shit. We got a new hashtag, Ring of Fire. That's what happens with overuse of butt plugs.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my Jesus. We're demonetized.
That's true.
This shit just turned yellow for sure. Sydney, the romantic Taylor, I believe that Aegon and Aemon are going to be infighting due to Aegon picking on Aemon in front of his... Oh,
I think so, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he walked off pissed.
Aemon is not wrong. He said that in season 1, right? I mean, look. I'm the one who's trained. I'm the one who busts my ass. I've studied. I've read the histories. You know, all this stuff. He wants to be king, and that's why him and Daemon are so similar. They're almost they're arch. They'll be arch enemies, but they're exactly alike in almost every way. So that's why two of my favorite Targaryens. But I like those little, like, again, I said that last week, those little touches, like, you know, you didn't have to have Aemon in that brothel, but him being like, damn, you know, him being like open with this girl that he hangs out with, his first, you know, and only probably.
I love that.
I think it's such a good touch to his character. Yeah. I mean, just for him to be like, you know, not this badass warrior all the time, and with that smirk on his fucking face. He's always got that smirk on his face. Don't he? But yeah, he's pissed. He is right. Jason Weeks said it too. Yes. K-Dubs, this is one of George R. Martin's things. So Sir Gawain Hightower was a Green Knight, and you know the old Sir Gawain the Green Knight, right? The book. The old tale, right? There's a movie. I started watching that movie, The Green Knight, and it's too out there. It's not like it's more like a tale. You're seeing a tale. It's not like an actual story. It's kind of weird, but the trailer looked really good. So yeah, that was one of George R. R. Martin's little things in there. Sir Gawain and the Green Knight.
I loved it when they unfurled those green banners. I said, man, that green looks good.
Yeah, green and gold.
Green is my favorite color, and
gold dragon.
It looks so cool.
Yeah. And so I guess, next week we'll get, I think Aegon will ride out on Sunfire. We'll see. The Fuster
Is that
Club.
weird? Should you have a favorite color at 50, 51?
No. What's wrong with that?
I don't
My
know.
favorite color is a non-color. My favorite color is the opposite of white.
But it is, oh, really?
Black, you know, of course.
I would guess that.
But, I mean, blue is an actual color, is my favorite color.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and plus you don't really know what green looks like, so
I don't.
It couldn't be.
Well,
your
actually, I
color.
do, because I see the whole world in green. I just don't know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's weird. Dude, when I put on those glasses Doc got me, it was the craziest shit, dude. because it was so overwhelming, everything looked purple all of a sudden. Like, I didn't realize I see like the Matrix. Like, these walls, you see it completely different for me. They look green-gray to me, and I didn't even know it. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy.
That is a trip.
It's crazy.
But yeah, no, ever since I saw a vagina up close, green has become my favorite color.
Was it the girl sliding hot tool in your 12-inch knob?
She had a pocket full of penicillin, and I don't know.
Oh, shit. Anyway, she was just on the tip, though.
I was just working part-time at the funeral home.
Jesus. Oh, hell. Anyway, I just think I saw my daughter walk by her. Did I see a ghost?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that was her.
What's up, YB Negative? How are you?
What's happening?
Anyway, keep teasing the Sunfire bill. Yeah, we're going to see it. We saw the little thing. We saw a little thing in the trailer. Rebecca, yes, Helena. That's what I was going to mention. Okay, so I said last week, I know I keep teasing this. I didn't have time this week. Had a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to make a short video. I'll do it tomorrow.
I know. I'm ready for it.
I still have time. I was afraid I was going to
good.
run out of time.
Okay, good.
I still have time. Okay, I'll make it will be like literally a 2-minute, not even maybe
That's
that.
cool.
I'm
amped to hear it.
I could actually just make it a short, but I'll make a little short video. And again, it's nothing, giant, some big groundbreaking thing, but it will be a show only. It will be a show only theory.
Awesome.
Why, again, just to remind everybody, why the Iron Throne ends up like it does in Game of Thrones.
Yes.
From all the extra
missing swords.
Yes, correct. And I know people in here know what I'm going to say probably, but we'll see. All right, let's see.
I told you, I said, man, they really are treating these like nuclear weapons. And, you said last time in Game of Thrones, it was kind of like nuclear option, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. But it's weird to hear them talk about it like that.
Yeah, just the threat being a weapon
itself. The threat is a weapon, yeah.
Basically, a mutually assured destruction. And that's
right.
It's kind of what happens. They just say, fuck it.
You don't want to be the first one to do it.
That's right. Bolting Vulture. Then the storm broke and the dragons began their dance. Here we go. Great episode. Not much on the ag side, but so much subtlety.
Right.
Rook's Rest next. Yep. So that's what I was saying. Yeah. This was the calm before the storm, bolting, and we're going to get Rook's Rest next week, I guess. It's got to be, unless they're changing some things up in Harrenhal. Let's see here. It's almost time. It's all pink on the inside. We got it. I mean, it is. It's a fact. Anyway, yeah, no, it's probably. I'm surprised it hadn't stopped. We're probably already yellow. I'm not gonna pull it up and worry about it. Who cares? Mother Dragon needs to say it's so good to have my two sexy Southern boys back together. Thank you, Mother Dragon. No. James is. I'm old. I'm old and fat. Let's see. Rebecca, what'd I do? Oh, shit, I forgot my fucking Daemon wig again. What am I pulling a Daemon?
That's right.
I keep forgetting. Like, every week I was going to be Daemon.
You can pull it off.
Cletus of Talladega. Daemon's long-lost cousin, second cousin Cletus. It's crazy that Alicent could have captured Rhaenyra and ended the war that Rhaenyra was so adamant about stopping it. Alicent lets her leave, ironically. Yeah, Nev says. But, I like you said, I respect that part of it, but the rest of it, it's like, she chose. She made a choice right there.
Yeah.
She realized she fucked up. She knows it now. She knows it wasn't a change of mind. And she probably thinking about, oh shit, that makes a lot of sense, because she told her straight up, he's always defended me and my name. That very night I talked to him, and in all circumstances, and he went to the throne and still did the whole thing.
That's right.
So she knows she fucked up, and now there's no excuse. Now, if she went and said all that, like we said, would it stop anything? Probably not. Maybe not, but she could try.
Well, she did say, my father's not the hand anymore. You know, like it's
it's her son. It's her son that did not want to be king. She can try, but again.
What's the significance of the stones that when they have the council and they put them on that thing?
Yeah, that's a show only thing.
Okay.
And now they sell those for collectibles on HBO. That's what, or .com or whatever store. That's really what it is. I mean, it's just apparently they've changed them this year. They had different ones from last year, so everybody gets their own.
You remember I bought one in the mountains?
Did you? Yeah, I did too. I got a bag down here.
But no, I got the flat thing.
Yeah.
With the divot and the stone that goes in it.
Yeah, that's right.
And when I see those, that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, I still have my bag of rocks. They're right here. I got to get them out. Oh, nice. Dark Side Droids. By the way, the episode titled BJs and Micropeens. Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Well, Hawk Tua. I think it was Hawk Tua and Micropeens, right? Because, I mean, you had, first of all, you had fucking James in there with the 12-bitch dome, and then you had a turtle head. I mean,
oh, shit.
Poor Eamon.
He's a grower.
Yeah, not sure. Oh, shit. Yeah, Rebecca, they do have Dark Sister. I don't know about on the WB shop. I don't know, actually. They have shirts and stuff. I don't know if they have weapons. But Valyrian Steel, the company that I showed you guys ice back here, and I have a Longclaw over there, I think they have one. I would love to get a Dark Sister. That's always been my favorite sword. If y'all remember, 7 years ago, probably, and we did that. I did the video with when Bran was still in the cave, and when they left the cave and all that. Like she grabbed a sword,
yeah,
and then leaned it against a tree.
Yes, I remember you made that video. Yep,
and that's the one that got featured in comicbook.com and some other ones.
There was an article, yeah.
And the girl contacted me and put me and that's because I thought, okay, this is gonna be Dark Sister. This is this ancient Valyrian steel sword of House Targaryen, one of two, and Blackfire, and did that whole thing. And they could have done that, but they just didn't. And this would have fit perfectly right now because you see what happens to that sword. You know, a lot of cool bad motherfuckers wield that sword. All the way up through Bloodraven, who's a bad motherfucker before he was old and stuck in a tree.
That's what I can't wait to see.
So we get to see Dark Sister again in Dunk and Egg. Again, assuming they do all 3 seasons of that. So anyway, we'll get to see it end up in the last person that ever used it.
Meg, I agree. Seeing Aegon the Conqueror's armor was pretty dope.
Yes. Well, was it actually his...
That's what he said.
He said it on his armor, but they did say Valyrian steel armor. So I don't know if he just meant like his armor or his actual armor. But that would be cool. He did say his crown and his armor. Yeah. It looked cool. I don't think it looked as cool as Daemon's. But
Daemon's does look cool.
Daemon's looks cool.
Minus the helmet. I don't like the helmet for some reason. The look of...
it's kind of like it's too round.
Something's weird about it.
It looks good, like the one he wore in the joust. Was badass.
That was badass.
This one's like, you can tell it's rubber too. Like when he drops it, it's just weird. But no, I mean, it looks pretty cool. And like you said, costs more than a castle. Just one fucking set of armor. Lord Kev, at least now we know why Aemon drives the biggest dragon. That's true. He's got I mean, it's like when
up.
it's no. You know how like I'll sit out here on the porch and I'll hear and I'll say small dick. You know that type. That's exactly what it is.
Oh, dude,
yeah, I mean,
that's fucked up.
I don't know what they're. Okay, look, Jon Snow. From the original, and this, seriously, I know this sounds like a joke, but in the show, they made it officially that he has a small pecker.
Oh shit!
I don't know.
I remember that.
I don't know why, but Dan and Dave did that. So what is their thing with like making it known what everybody's peckers are?
Dude, I forgot about that.
They
People
really
busted
did.
his balls about
They
it.
did.
Yeah.
So why are we doing this to Aemon, and then you got some random dude or James I don't know who you played.
That was wild.
I mean, why are they fascinated with this shit? Excuse me. Meg Paul, when they got the Harrenhal and everyone dropped to a knee like, hey, good job, you got it. I know. I said, well, that was easy.
So easy.
He just walked in, and they all just fucking kneeled. Except for Alice. That's why I said, oh, shit, that's, and I started doing that whole thing. That's Alicent, whatever.
In case you haven't noticed, you're welcome here.
Yeah, he don't trust shit. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, Mother, she said Damon's helmet looks like a roller derby helmet. Yeah, he needs the other one back. What's up, V-Star? How you doing? They had to hire a fluffer.
That's funny as hell.
Oh, shit. Classic City Dog, Vermithor will make a... Yes, we're going to see Vermithor very soon. Vermithor was the other really big dragon next to Aemon's dragon, and last ridden by Jaehaerys, and has not been ridden since. So that's who Daemon was... Did they confirm that's who Daemon was singing to? I believe that's who he was singing to in there, right? Last season?
Oh, I don't know.
In the Dragon Mount.
Can we all be honest for a second? All the guys in the chat.
Oh, shit.
When we were 13, 14, we would have rewound that scene a million times.
100%.
I used to love cable just for the very quick boob shot or something.
Catch,
if you saw something that graphic back then, oh my God.
Yeah. 100%. I mean, you're talking about people old enough that went through the JCPenney catalog.
Yes.
Of course we would.
That's right.
Absolutely. K-Dubs, Thresher Castle ain't yours no more, Cletus. Well, I mean, that would be Alabama Cletus. I'm not quite that far, K-Dubs, but anyway. Jordan says, was that Larys Strong in the brothel when they walked by? I didn't see him. I didn't see him, but I wouldn't doubt it if he's in there looking at feet. But again, there's a lot of people in there. There's probably lots of little stuff like that we miss, actually. I don't know though. I don't know if he'd be caught out there.
Tim Blackburn, that's a good point. I think it's the size doesn't matter type thing is why they, like we're saying, John had a small pecker. I guess that's kind of what
and Aemon kind of following that too. And they're all kin, by the way. You know, being John's a Targaryen and all.
You know, Larys hates those fucking staircases to get to the king.
Oh my God. Well, that's a good question. So, you know, just to throw it out there, not to get into any future spoilery things, but you know, the Clubfoot, right? He's now Master of Whispers, but what is his? You know, now he's not getting Alicent's, you know, feet all the time.
I was thinking that
is
too.
Is there something going on there? You know, is he anti-Alicent now? Kind of like, you know, Kristen Cole was anti-Rhaenyra after he got turned away.
Alyssa, the guy's name was Ulf. U-L-F.
Gregor Smith, that girl definitely got her tonsils out at some point. Hot two on that thing, you know what I mean? Oh shit. Okay, so
you know she wouldn't even give me her number.
Oh, shit.
After we were done shooting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For real?
So jacked.
I was gonna look up. I couldn't remember the last of the dragon seeds. I kept bugging me. Okay. Oh yeah, Silver Dennis or Denise or something like that. That's what it was.
Okay.
So I named the other one. So anyway, somebody was asking about Ulf the White.
Can you give me what's up with the dragon seeds? Like, so they're a group of people in the book.
Yeah. So
who are bastards?
Yeah. So essentially, they're just Targaryen or Velaryon bastards.
Okay.
Because everybody, and that's the thing. So I think it was kind of clear. So minor spoiler here. Well, I don't know. I won't say that. Yeah, they belong to people that have Valyrian blood, Targaryen. So, but you got to remember, it was hard to tell from especially Game of Thrones. Dragonstone looked just like just the castle, but there's actually little villages and stuff around, right?
Right.
Driftmark's the same way, like Hull, where Adam and Alan are from. They're from Hull, which is a little fishing village. So those are big islands with like people on them besides the castles, and you know, all these dudes stray a bit. And that's where the dragon seeds come from. So when it comes down to, like you heard them talking about in the meeting, like we have all these dragons, but don't have riders, so that's what they're gonna have to do. They want more.
Sense. I see.
Yeah. So you need that Valyrian blood there.
I see.
Not you know, like But Rebecca's saying Targaryen blood, and that's where Melisandre fucked up, right? She kept calling it King's blood, which is not totally wrong, but what she actually means is Valyrian blood. That's all that matters, right?
Yes, Alyssa's thing, the crow. Eating.
Oh yeah, that was a good little.
Yeah.
See, that's what I mean. Like, who thinks like to add that in there? You didn't have to, but it makes it so much better. All those little things, man.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit.
Stymie Laris is getting his clubfoot rubbed now. I'm probably so. Tim Blackburn is Dunk and Egg during the Blackfire thing. Blackfire, yes, you'll see Blackfire rebellions. Yes, and the beginning of House Blackfire. Yes, that's where we're going to get into. But it's not just about that. That's just kind of starts happening then, and Bloodraven does have to deal with some of that stuff. And Bloodraven is another badass when he's young. You know, we saw him as an old man grow into a tree, basically stuck. The three-eyed crow, but he had those dreams. He was a green seer, so we should see, you know, him in full action in that show. It's gonna be so good. They released that one shot we pulled up last week. There was something else I was gonna say again. I forgot completely.
K-Dubs, it was there. You couldn't see it good, so this I did like this.
Yeah.
And it was in there.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, Joe's show. There you go. D&D said after the episode thing, they gave John a small D because he had everything else going for him, I get. Yeah, so.
Makes sense.
But, you know, what is the infatuation there? Let's see. I'm sorry. I'm missing a lot. I know we're missing a lot of comments. We apologize. I'm not trying to. Larry Strong. Ryan Bollinger. It seems like the guards are treating Cole with disdain. They even counsel were rolling it out. Yeah, I
agree.
Ain't nobody like him, dude. Like when he came off last week, because he's the one who was in there fucking dicking the queen down while her fucking grandkids getting killed.
Yeah,
he tried to go out there and put it on everybody else. Like, he's a cock.
She's like, I forgive you.
Yeah.
Well,
Helena. That's
for
the other
what?
thing I was talking about. We didn't talk much about Helena. So she's just like, I was sad, but now I shouldn't really be. That people die all the time.
That was kind of, like, it threw me.
Damn.
She's like, what are you sad about?
Now,
or what about you?
Without spoiling anything, it kind of contradicts what Helena has potential to do, I think, in some way. If she's not remorseful, like I don't know how that's going to play out. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, she just went straight like, and then I forgive you, and I guess pertaining to her and their, you know, riding fucking the night, and then instead of like, because in the book, right. I think I mentioned this last week. Alicent's tied up and gagged while that happens because she's in the room. So, because Helena would take the children to see her before bedtime, and that's when they called them. So that wasn't in there. She was in there getting gagged by something else, I guess.
She was on Coal Patrol.
That's a good one. Coal Patrol. Have a picture of, that's a good T-shirt. Anyway, so yeah, Helena, and then she just goes straight to her crickets. She keeps all these bugs. She's fascinated with bugs.
She is, man.
So I think I don't know exactly the time, and maybe a few more, maybe a few more episodes.
And Alicent's brother he's a trip.
He's a cunt.
I told Chris, I was like, I don't even like Cole, but this guy's a douche.
Yeah, he is. Those high towers, man. Nata, somebody saying Nata's up in here. She's saying good night, right?
Oh, what's happening?
Oh, just finished the episode. Hello.
Yeah,
we
pretty
were
awesome.
We thought we were way behind, but it was just a long episode.
Yeah.
So yeah, what was it like? It had to be what, an hour
20
or 20?
I was thinking hour 20.
It might be 20. Yeah, I didn't even look at the actual.
What's up,
Doc? I missed a 1,000 peen jokes. Oh, Nat missed 1,000.
Yes,
peen.
you did.
You did. We went straight to it, of course, somehow. Empyrean, formerly Blue Wolf, Alicent can't be redeemed, in my opinion. She found out she was wrong. Yes, So we said earlier, exactly. No more defending Alicent. So raise a hands in the chat.
Yeah, please.
I know we have Tom Bystander.
Right.
It's the only one I remember
Who else?
seeing. Who now still supports Alicent and the Greens? And
Yes.
please
show us.
And that's fine. Don't get it's fine. It's just a show. It's just a book. But why? We'll wait. No, we're gonna have awkward
I'm
silence.
interested.
No, but seriously, yes. There's no more excuse. I'm so glad they kind of got that out of the way. I was so happy they fit because I was sitting there as they were talking. I was like, everybody was all three of us were like, tell her, say it. You talking about
Please
say the Aegon
say
thing,
it.
and then she'll get it.
And she even said he was mumbling and it was hard to understand.
Exactly. And he said called him the Song of Ice and Fire. Also, just a little quick side note. When Aegon takes the cat's paw, Aegon's dagger, right, and does that shit, anybody ever think his ham's gonna slide?
I did, dude.
That thing ain't got the right handle. Ooh. And you're supposed to do, a lot of people do this with knives, but you're not supposed to actually use your thumb. You're supposed to use this finger because your thumb can kind of do that. You learn the martial arts, and I was always thinking he's going to go straight down on that motherfucker.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, man.
Oh, damn. Anyway, speaking of Aegon, well, never mind. We won't go there. I keep wanting to say things so bad, but I can't. I got to bite my tongue. Honey barbecue wings taking hot D a little too literal. I know that was. I mean, look, we've seen a lot of like graphic, like you said, nudity and graphic scenes, especially in God. I mean, but it's still like, oh shit, when they open that, like you said, they open that curtain.
It was a different level.
There's always a show going on in every fucking room, and then Aemon's laying there. Joe's show, Chris, do you like the BFF change from the evil stepmom? I think it would be just good to keep them stepmom. Yeah, I never really liked it because I think that's what I mean. I liked it. I did say I liked the idea of that because it puts a lot more tension there now that they're older, and I think that's actually better. But I did never like the excuse, and I think that's where it screwed it up for me. But now they've kind of undone the excuse, right? Because in the books, again, what he's referring to is Alicent's older. They're not really even know each other. But when you have them close, it puts all that extra drama and, stuff in the story because they're both like wanting to hold back. Whereas they don't really know each other, there's not going to be as much at stake.
I think it's safe to say that everybody was, left with a sour taste in their mouth after Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But here we are, 3 episodes in to the second season of this show.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, seeing those, well, you even brought it up. You was like, this is a new angle of seeing this King's Landing.
It is.
And
there's
seeing
so many
all
good
these
shots.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's something about it. I don't know. I'm getting back into that.
Yeah.
I'm sold again. And I want to tell anybody who is still, holding off watching this to watch it.
Yeah, Jessica. Where's Jessica?
Is she here?
Yeah. Felicia, thank you for the super chat. Hey, guys, nice watching it again. Thank you, Felicia.
Appreciate you so
it. Yeah,
much.
we're having fun, man. I mean, this is like the good old days. And, it's never going to be God in that just the sheer size of Game of Thrones. And because, again, season 8, turn 7, 8, whatever you want to call it. I think a lot of people, like Jessica said, I'm just not interested. And some people may not care even if they like GOT, but, it's not the main story. It's kind of like, one of those things where prequels suck or sequels suck. And I get it, but it's so good, man. And
it really is.
Game of Thrones always looked great visually, and it was gritty and all that stuff. But these little shots and angles we hadn't seen before look so fucking good, man.
And honestly, go ahead.
Just like the boats coming to King's Landing where she went in, you've seen that little coastline there, and the King's Landing's in such detail.
Yes.
And the ones where the high towers were marching out with coal, and you saw all the little buildings that you eventually saw them from Dany's view a little bit in season 8, but like early on, you saw 3 rooms. Now you get to see like people walk around in the castle and all these detailed shots. It's so good, man. It makes it so much more like immersive, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Immersive. Good call.
Matty Ben, I think it was cool they showed Matt Damon, but they showed his Ruthless. But Ruthless showed here he has a heartfelt guilty. It's cool because it's definitely
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, Matt Damon has been my favorite Targaryen, man. Always, since I read The Rogue Prince.
And dude, I was telling Chris, his daughter, who was really hating being sent away. There are so many different roles during wartime that are very, very important. You know what I mean?
Are. But Rhaenyra's mad because she don't have a dragon. That's really what it boils down to. She feels like she can't do something important, and they're trying to tell her this is so important.
Is very important.
And it really is, but I understand completely. Like, she wants to be like...
Both bloodlines are in your hands.
Yes,
kind of
absolutely. Thing. It's really... but I get it, man. She's... Like, everybody else in her family's a dragon rider, and it's like, I can't bond. I can't, nothing hatched for me and all this kind of shit. But yeah, I do think that's the case because unless and they still got time. Unless since they've kind of been doing, you saw Hugh the Hammer and Alan and Adam of Hull, and now we got him tonight. Unless next week Nettles pops up somewhere, I'm just going to go with the theory that Rhaenyra's kind of taking her storyline. I just don't think there's time to hatch, mourning because it'll just be a little baby, and
that's right. Really you were saying that
can't really participate for a long time.
Chris, something just hit me, and I meant to tell you before we came on air, but now that we're on air, I'm gonna have to tell you before I forget again.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still eat popcorn like you used to?
Not nearly as much, but yes.
Okay.
Not like every night like I used to.
Dude, I found something amazing.
Oh, hell. Did they have my sweet corn again?
No, it's...
Oh, my God.
It's in... Have you seen those Orville Redenbacher buckets?
No.
There are...
movie theater buckets?
Yes. A cardboard movie theater type bucket.
Oh.
With microwave popcorn in the bottom and with its plastic film over it. And you pop it, and it fills up the freaking bucket.
Oh, man.
It is so good, so easy.
I'll have to try it.
It's you remember, you get those bags, you're either going to dump it in a bowl yourself, or you reach through in your hand.
Yeah, I never do the bag. I always dump it in a bowl, because that,
So, I'm telling you, Orville Redenbacher, get one of those movie theater butter. Yeah. You're going to love it.
That's what I get.
And any of you guys that eat popcorn, you'll love it.
Yeah.
It's like Jiffy Pop in a microwave, basically.
Yeah. Definitely, I'll try that. Where are they? I guess just at the grocery store.
Yeah, I think I got it at Walmart. I got 3 of them. It's really cool. I popped me and Landon one, hand him his own freaking bucket. That's the way to do it.
Yeah. Tim's asking, what's the significance of the guy from Raised by Wolves? So that is Alan of Hull. And he's a dragon seed, and that's kind of what we've been talking about. They're slowly introducing these dragon seeds. I keep wanting to say a little more because I know
you do. I know.
I don't. It's not a big giant thing. I think people can kind of figure it out anyway. But I'll leave it there. I just don't want to spoil any little aspect because there's these little details that will make it so fucking good. So. Yeah, that's the importance. They're going to need more dragon riders because they have, there's several dragons in the dragon mount, and then you have a couple unknown locations. What's going to happen? They need more dragons because, the greens are short right now, but they still want to be overwhelming and have these backups too. Because, like they said, when Rainey said, when dragons start fighting dragons, this is the end of us. And Rhaenyra said it too later in a different way, but they know this is the end of their family, essentially.
Yes, Dark Side Droids. We did watch it this week. The preview for next episode.
Yeah, we did.
And it's called A Dance of Dragons. That's really cool.
Alan Taylor coming back from Game of Thrones. Okay, nice. A Dance of Dragons. So yes, we're definitely getting Rook's Rest in. Stymie the respect they're trying to show House of Dragon and God is still keeping tuned in. Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like this little theory thing I got, I think it's really the way because they're connecting some things, right? They're connecting. You got the cat's paw theme and the whole, still White Walker theme going on with a Song of Ice and Fire. So they're kind of holding true to that and linking these things. That's why I have this little theory about the throne itself. I mean, it's not even a big deal, right? Like it doesn't really matter. But to put those little details would be cool.
Yeah. Rebecca Powell says Meg brought up the shot we got from Damon's point of view.
Oh,
on
yeah,
Caraxes.
that was cool, man. It was. It
really was.
And then, we saw Baylor with Moondancer. We got a little bit of that, but not like you saw, because Caraxes got this long-ass weird neck, but and I guess he was doing that on purpose, but they like to fly in storms for some reason.
That's pretty wild.
Fly at night or something, but I don't think they know what lightning does. I mean, I think they would know.
I'm scared of flying, but there's something about on the back of an animal that's flying, I would trust so much.
Because it's going to land.
It's going to
land safe.
You're damn right.
Unless it gets struck by lightning or hit, or I don't know, or fucking swat. Can you imagine? It's like, it just drops like a fucking. I mean, or getting swallowed by another dragon. A bigger one.
God, yeah.
So Aemon, Aemon with Vhagar, clearly is she's the biggest, most powerful, oldest dragon in this show since Balerion died. But she's slow.
Yeah, see,
and we saw that with the thing. She can't fit in those little crevices in the cliffs and the woods and all that stuff. Kind of like when the horses rode into the woods and Moondancer pulled up and she could no longer see him. That's when I said, do the ring of fire, burn it all. But, she held true to her queen and didn't engage. She just scared the shit out of them. They all changed their fucking trousers.
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
Because at any time, they could have just been fucking ash. Classic City Doll, the Bloodworm. Yes, Caraxes the Bloodworm. That's Caraxes' nickname. And I do like that. I said that last year, like how they're doing the different kind of forms. They're not I don't know, species, but just like different forms of dragons other than just kind of the Drogon style.
LeVar Hollis says Alicent was right. It's too late. They would cut her head off if she spoke up for Rhaenyra.
No, I agree. Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong, LeVar.
No,
you're not wrong.
I agree with that too.
The whole thing, right, with this whole because you kind of got this theme of in that day, right, the patriarchal things and the men want war and the women are the reason, voices of reason. But if she believed all that, she would have never. Again, that's what gave her the excuse because her best friend was going to be the first queen, and she allowed that to happen.
Yeah,
and now she knows that was bullshit. So if she did the right thing, she could try. Again, saying I even blame her for not trying because you're right. They could actually do that. But it is her son. Something
we hadn't mentioned, but did you notice how up until she said that he said something about Aegon the Conqueror, blah, blah, blah. When she said, I swear on my mother's memory and stuff, Rhaenyra was like, fuck, maybe he did. You could see it on her face. She's like, maybe he did change his mind. And then she found out, that, but
right.
You can tell she still believes Alicent wouldn't lie. She's serious.
Yeah. And she was right. Her instinct told her by the letter she confirmed and opened apparently that, she didn't want war either.
Yep.
Now she does. So no more. I didn't see anybody defending it. So I guess everybody agrees. At least didn't hear me say that. Let's see. Was there anything else? We saw Samuel Bracken dead in the mud. That's the only character because they were fighting and then it switched over to Samuel with a sword in his face and neck or whatever, and then the battle of the burnt meal.
I don't know the books, but Alyssa says hope Mysaria doesn't betray Rhaenyra. I do too, and I keep feeling that.
No,
inside.
I don't.
There's something about that chick's face though.
Yeah,
so weird.
I feel like she's
I know she's just an actress.
I feel like
but
she's
I'm thinking
changed
she's
last
shady.
year. I feel like she's changed. Like she's got skinnier and her voice or like her accent's not the same. It was weird last year anyway. I don't know. I don't if y'all noticed that her accent's not like as thick.
Oh,
I don't know if
yeah.
you noticed that, but
yes, I do think you're right
like
about
last
that.
year, right? She was more filled out and definitely attractive. She was screwing Damon, remember all that.
Mm-hmm.
But this year, I feel like she's lost a lot of weight or something. I don't know if that's just on purpose or she's supposed to look.
Well, they've been starving her.
Yeah, right. Because they burnt down her shit and all that, and she left King's Landing. So I don't know if that's like on purpose or what. But
So there's somebody saying, Becky Fayette says, I'm so glad she dropped that ridiculous accent.
yes, it was.
Yeah.
It did. I couldn't even recognize it. Like it was half Jamaican and it didn't make any sense. I don't know, man. But I mean, it's there, but not nearly as pronounced. I think so. Maybe I'm not crazy. Yeah, Meg Paul seeing lots of houses. I mean, you get to see all these other houses that you hear about, and the Blackwoods and the Brackens and Celtigars. We saw, he's on the council and all these cool houses from Ice and Fire. It's really cool because I mean, you could. It's like I probably forgotten half of them, but I used to like go in and read and just learn all the banners and the houses and what their banners look like. And there's so many, and some of them are cool and some of them are ugly, but they all have a cool meaning. You know what I'm saying? They all have some meaning behind them.
Maddie Benz, I asked that very question last week. You see that?
Maddie Benz, where
hand raised?
Oh, up top there. Oh, question. The question was,
Yeah.
do they call Bastard the sea atom of Hull because they were made from the whole? Oh, no.
That's exactly
That's
what
exactly
I brought
what James
up.
said, and
I'm
didn't-
glad somebody else feels that.
It's funny you said that, Maddie, because I said after, I was like, dude, I didn't even answer your question. I got on some kind of rant.
Well, I thought you were doing it. You were ignoring me on purpose, so I didn't push it. I thought you were
no,
trying
no,
not
no,
to spoil
no.
anything.
No, Hull is a little village they're from. So that's where all these shipwrights and stuff are. So Adam of Hull and Alan of Hull, they're just where they're from. So they're not. They don't even have actual names. I don't think they even have as of now. Let me just say that as of now, I don't think they have surnames to my knowledge. But yes, they will be more important here shortly. I mean, clearly they're kind of introducing again all these dragon seeds, kind of one at a time. So I'm just going to again guess that if by next week we're going to get war coming, right?
Yeah.
I think if we don't see Nettles by next week, I think they're giving it to Rhaenyra. I think they're making her kind of combining their storylines.
Okay.
I mean, they could. I mean, again, they got a little time, but. LeVar Hollis says that she said she changed the accent in the interviews because people complained. Okay, well, I mean, but she couldn't decide that, so people must have complained. They heard about it, and they must have made her drop some of that, I guess.
I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, it was very odd. Yeah, it didn't seem to fit any particular thing from Game of Thrones. What I was going to say real quick before I forget, though, before we got to start getting out of here soon. But,
Yep.
Alice Rivers. All right, so that goes into the bastard names, Rivers, Riverlands. The bastard daughter, apparently, of the Strongs. We'll see. She's going to play a big role. Think of kind of like a Melisandre style power. We'll get to see a lot more of her, I'm assuming. So, like I said, when she popped out and she walked, everybody else like ran. They just like slid to the fucking floor, and she walks over like, "What's up?" I'm like, okay, that's got to be her.
Bolting Vulture says, and I think they might be pushing Sir Hugh's daughter from last week as Nettles.
Well, see, I said that, Bolting.
Because why I put that scene in there?
I did. I said, who's the sick girl? Is that Nettles? But I guess it could work. That's true. I don't know. So Hugh the Hammer was in that was where it was last week. It felt a little bit jammed in there a little bit. That one scene.
If in fact that's what they're doing,
that could be. But I mean, again, that would be a show thing where Nettles and her and him are related because again, who is she the daughter of? That would still work, right? If Sir Hugh's got dragon blood, she would too. But I don't know if that's time enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We'll see. But it could be.
Right.
I did say, like, wonder why they're showing this sick girl. I did. So it's definitely possible.
Do you think that the king was right for saying that battle of the people who've been fighting forever was basically the start of the war?
Yeah. That was First Blood. But again,
no. So you agree with him? Is what you're saying?
do.
Yeah, I do too. I do too.
I agree that
because the way it started was basically about.
Yeah, they declared right there.
Yeah,
and it was about some rocks they had moved for their boundaries because they've been fighting for hundreds of years. And again, I do agree with. I forgot who in the council said it, but they just use any excuse, and they did. But it still was the first battle. I
feel like it was too. Yeah.
So yeah, I wish we could have got a little taste of that. But
Me too.
But I know they wanted. They're doing that on purpose because I'm gonna tell you, like starting I guess next week, there's gonna be a lot of action because people are saying it's kind of slow. A few people saying it's slow, and I get that, right? But you're gonna see a lot of fucking action. It's gonna get like slow down. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get some conversation scenes again. You know what I mean? Kind of like The Long Night, right? Is like as bad as it was for like the dark, being in the dark, you couldn't see. There were some very cool scenes.
There really were. God, there were.
Remember,
I'd like to watch that again.
Remember though, you couldn't take a breath. The whole episode.
No, you couldn't.
But the episode before episode 2. Was slow,
but still good,
and one of the best
right.
scenes in all of Game of Thrones with Bran getting knighted.
Man, God, yes.
So you got to remember that's kind of what they do. They put you on this roller coaster, man. And that's what good writing does, man.
Alyssa Casanova's Ulf is a dragon seed.
Yes, you got it. That's it. Ulf White.
I'm learning this shit.
So he was not full of shit. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, and I thought he was.
And I'm glad that's what I said earlier, Alyssa. We had the subtitles on because we missed so much stuff, and sometimes we'll pause and rewind some things.
Yes.
And I'm glad because he caught that. I never even read it. He caught the Ulf, and I was like, I kept saying, "Who is this dude?" And he started, and he's like, I think Ulf or something.
Yeah, because the subtitles said someone is calling out for Ulf. Or something. You could barely hear him in the background. They must have said, Ulf.
Yeah, well, I think it was when I rewound it, I think it was Ulf, like, grab a flagon or something.
That was after the first time when I first mentioned Ulf,
okay.
that it came because somebody called his name as he was walking through.
Got you. Okay. So, yeah, that's just the introduction of the Targaryen bastards known as Dragon Seed. He even called, that's the first time they said it, by the way. Us Dragon Seeds got to watch out for our heads.
Sure as hell did.
Yeah. So, let's see here. Joe Show. Plenty of action. Will be plenty of action. Remember, we have to lose a big name soon. If you think this has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention. Look, I said this from the beginning. I told James before episode 1 we did our reactions on the podcast. Look, we know how all this ends. Like, these people, look, let's just face it, they don't live, right? Even if they die of old age, they don't live. But it's just kind of a matter of how and where and when, and you never know. And I thought, I guess next week, because I wasn't sure what they were doing this week, we would may lose somebody tonight, but we did not. But it was definitely happening next week. Now, I mean, not definitely. They can move some things around or whatever, but I'm guessing. So, yeah, look, you like these characters, you like these dragons. You know how we felt about, Rhaegal getting shot, in the middle of the sea.
So sad.
The Syrian dropping to the bottom of a lake dead and bleeding. This is going to happen 20 times.
Damn it, dude.
I mean, let's be real. So no big spoiler there, but, it's not going to end well for these people and dragons.
Meg Paul is saying, Chris, I genuinely think that the sick daughter is literally just his motivator. Sick kids are always why parents go to extremes for resources.
Oh, yeah,
and what better opportunity than writing for the queen?
No, I that makes total sense, Meg. I agree. Because, I mean, I didn't think it would make sense. And again, they could change it a little bit, but I didn't think it would make sense for Nettles to be like the daughter of another dragon seed, because it gets. I mean, look, just to get a little technical, the blood starts getting a little thinned out. Maybe she wouldn't. But again, Nettles is a different story. She has the blood, right? But she does it a different way and gets sheep stealer dragon. And then we got the cannibal somewhere. Like the cannibal won't be really a big part of the story, but we'll probably see him. Just a random dragon. They call him the cannibal because he likes to eat other dragons.
Oh my God!
So you got some wild shit out there, you know, and they're all just like hanging around and up in the dragon pit. And some are not. Some don't know.
Yeah, Corey, maybe you came in late. Chris talked about this. Do you guys believe that 3 of those 4 eggs Rhaenyra gave when seeing her all possibly may have been the 3 Danny got? Yes, Chris paused the TV.
I did, and I'm colorblind,
and
but he
pointed those out.
Yeah, I think they're going to retcon that from the whole Alyssa Farman thing, stealing them. So that's probably going to be Danny's eggs. And then look, I don't mind that because I like the connecting between the shows, right? If Game of Thrones is still your main modern or current storytelling, then this is the prequel. I don't mind those little connections, right?
I love it,
actually. Yeah, I think the Easter eggs are great, and literally eggs this time, dragon eggs. But yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. They showed them. They didn't have to show them. They could have just showed a quick little glance. They showed the eggs. You saw the colors, and there were the 3 colors.
And so basically, they can go dormant, and then you know.
Yeah, it's blood magic because they were actual stone. They're petrified, and there was still something in there though. And then Danny figured out the recipe, and it was just her house words.
It's pretty wild, ain't it?
That's what I mean. Like these house words, right? I mean, that's what's cool about Game of Thrones is it's a rediscovery of this kind of stuff during this time period and even way older.
Yeah, it is.
Because fire and blood is not just like random. Like, I think that's the secret to Valyrian steel. I think it's the secret to dragon hatching, all that stuff, dragon bonding. And then I think winter is coming clearly does not just mean it's going to get fucking cold.
Exactly.
And the old Starks knew this, but the current Starks...
And she gets lost over time.
It becomes legend and just the old stories that old Nan told, but everything old Nan said was right.
Magic-y.
Exactly. Fucking magic-y.
Mother of Dragon.
So... yeah, so I think that will definitely be. Who do we think Corlys will name heir? That's a good question, Rebecca. I think. Let's just say, Rebecca. I think after next week he'll change his mind. Don't you think? I mean, again, if we're on the same page about what may happen, we got a little conversation about that this week, but we'll see. I mean, we know who ends up, right? Right. We both know who ends up with all that, and I won't go any further than that. But
Bran.
Well, exactly. Fucking Bran the King. Now you can see the foreshadowing 160 years before. You know what would have been cool there though with the Daemon thing, if there is like a time element to things.
Oh yeah, you said that.
Wouldn't it be cool to have a little, like if he got a shot of a old man in a tree or something?
You know damn right it would have, dude.
A boy and a wolf swapping. You know,
I would love it.
Would have been cool because his ancestor will be the 3-eyed crow and carry his sword.
Fucking A.
That would have been fucking cool, man.
That would have been. Oh my God!
This is why HBO. I mean, look,
talk to us.
I mean, just come on, man. Anyway, yeah. So okay, Rebecca, you. She agrees. I think so. So you know that conversation kind of meant something. Then something will happen, and then she'll probably change his mind. And again, that won't happen either. But you know, at least he'll change his mind. Corey Mathis, yes, they definitely were the right colors. It's most definitely blood magic connecting all you mentioned, good sirs. Yeah, I think so. I think Danny proved that with Miri Mazdur and walking through the flames. Bolty Vulture, very at best very biased towards the story they want to tell. I'm sorry, Bolty. Maybe you're speaking to somebody else.
And I just had this memory. Remember when Danny hung all those people up along the...
Yeah. Oh, no. She crucified them. The masters.
Right?
100 masters, yeah.
So, it makes what we saw in the last episode not look too bad, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Cheese getting hung.
Look, there's a big argument, you know, not necessarily get into it right now, about did Dan and Dave, do, before I say that, let me get, I just saw, I'm sorry, where was it? Was it Rebecca? No, Meg, maybe. Oh, Meg. Okay. Input on the Laris Warg theory with the rats. I don't think so. I've never bought that. Laris is a warg. You can't have I think it's good to leave that open where people think, oh, that's a possibility, but not to answer it. So, but in my opinion, I think it's too many people. You want magic in this world to be very limited, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. So I don't think everybody. I just think he's just paying the right people. Just like Varys. Varys had no magical powers, but he was the most powerful dude in Westeros, essentially. What was I saying? I completely forgot.
Oh, you were saying I was talking about Danny hanging those people.
Yeah.
up.
Okay. Yes. So before we get out of here, because we got to get out of here, you got to go to work and get that butt plug out.
Buddy.
It's got to be hurting.
Yeah, it's a little uncomfortable.
Ring of fire. So I see lots of arguments still on Twitter, and I haven't watched any YouTube videos, but did Dan and Dave write Danny to go mad? Is it going to happen in the books? Okay, and believe me, I hated it. I hated the ending. Mm-hmm. I hated Danny going crazy and burning it up, all that stuff. But then when you take some years between it and you think back to the books, and then whatever, it is there, right? I mean, she crucified 100 people without trials, right? She has that spark, that Targaryen side.
Yeah. So
it's there, and I keep seeing so many people saying it's not in her character, and it's not right. Like when she was back freeing slaves and doing all that, yes, she was a good person, and she even in the end to some degree still had that in her too. But she flipped, and she showed signs of that. She killed Sam's fucking family.
Dude, that's right.
Now, she gave him a choice, to be fair.
I know.
But she still could have put him in a fucking prison.
That's what we kept saying.
There was a reason that Tyrion and Varys had these conversations for a year, right? So for people, and then people ignore the interview that George R. R. Martin did with Anderson Cooper, and he said, so how different is your ending going to be from the show? Because, it was a backlash already happening. Mm-hmm. He said, I don't know this is going to be that different because of those conversations we had. I gave them all this big information. Now, again, it goes without saying, there's so many more characters. You got Victarion and the other Greyjoys. You got, Martells and all those other characters, and they have different endings and fates and whatever. Some people will live, some people will die, but the big things are going to be the same. And again, we're never going to get it, but Bran's going to be king. Danny's going to burn King's Landing, and Nisa is Danny and Jon. So it's going to be the same. So I don't even understand the reasoning why people don't believe that. I understand, I loved her character, but she turned.
Yeah.
She did a heel turn, and I hate it. I like happy endings.
Yeah.
But it's just the way it is. Because, they clearly scrapped a bunch of stuff, right? So, Cersei's pregnancy, Danny's pregnancy. Cersei was pregnant, but Danny was going to be pregnant. They clearly scrapped some of that, and they cut some of those scenes.
Yeah.
But she was going to, young Griff, exactly, got another Targaryen, supposedly, in the book. So, look, she's going to do the same thing. I don't know why it's so unbelievable. But, again, will we ever get that? Probably not. So we may get Winds of Winter in a couple years, but, that's not going to be the very end. That's not going to be where she burns King's Landing and Bran becomes king. Those end-game things, right? Yeah. So we'll never get complete confirmation, but if you go back and think about it, it's all there. They didn't put everything in there. They didn't foreshadow everything perfectly, but there's a reason they had those conversations with Sir Barristan Selmy, flipping a coin, and every time a Targaryen is born, madness or whatever. Now, I do believe, Aerys, her father, I do believe in the theory that, we talked about it a billion times, that he was hearing things. I think burn them all meant the White Walkers, and he didn't know that. All that stuff.
Read Randy Suematsu's. I agree with
No,
him.
no, I can already tell.
Yeah.
But it was the way they did it. Too much happened at Winterfell. She found out about John. They should have made more of a tipping point. I agree.
Instead, they took a dragon ride to go boff.
100%. Randy, look, John being killed didn't mean a damn thing. The way it was handled with the whole using John's parentage as a device just to turn Dany was weird to me.
Very.
I get it to a degree. Like, that's what helped her push her. She felt alone again. I get that part of it. But yes, I agree. It was done wrong. Believe me. But I'm just telling you, whether you like it, or not, it's going to happen the same if we ever get a book that finishes this thing. Those big things, clearly, is what I'm talking about. They're not going, it's not like Dan and Dave just said, fuck it. Let's just do. George R. R. Martin said in multiple interviews that he gave them the big points in how this ends. And that's just what he said. So either he's lying, and why would he, you know what I'm saying? Because he has said in other interviews, yes, there'll be things very different. But he's talking about these other characters. And again, some people will live and not die there and die in there and won't die in the show and all that stuff. Corey, I'm glad Corey said that. Somebody asked a minute ago, so Ulf, Jaehaerys' grandson, and Balon, Dragonseed's son, was good confirmation. There you go. So yeah, Jaehaerys' grandson. So he was his kin to Viserys, the former king, and then Daemon as well. So Balon was Viserys and Daemon's father and brother to Jaehaerys. Yeah. Anyway, no, Maddie, it was rushed. That's what I agree. It was way too fast. But I mean, if you start thinking about all those things, there's a reason they had all those scenes where she had those episodes, right?
And the crazy thing is, it didn't have to be rushed. And I get they're tired of it. But look, your crowd, your audience was in the palm of your hand. We could still be on fucking season 12 right now, and everybody'd still be watching.
100%. But again, to be fair, they came into this saying we're doing 7 seasons. They did. And now HBO always wanted 13. Or George R. R. Martin, HBO said at least 10.
Okay.
So they, from the get-go,
they did a whole other season.
Yeah, they did they split them and did 8 to kind of, satisfy them. But to be fair to them, they did come in saying we only want to do 7. Because there was 7 books. Their plan was 1 book per year.
I see.
So, again, just to be fair, was it shitty and rushed? Absolutely. I agree. Yeah,
handed it off.
Yes, Neff saying Germ should just break up the Winds of Winter to 2 books and release it for. I agree. Do something.
Hell yes.
Do something, dude.
I agree with that,
He's got
too.
half of it. He's been writing it for 13 fucking years. Jesus, man. No, yeah, Rebecca could hand it off. I agree. Yeah, no, I agree totally. But again, I don't know if they sign things and whatever. I don't know. But you got to remember, look, I know a lot of people don't want to do it, but you got to put some blame on George R. R. Martin. And he's doing the same thing right now with Duncan Egg. It's going to happen again, right? Because they have 3 seasons of Duncan Egg right now, easy. 3 short stories, 1 season. He wants to write more. Now, will he ever do it? No, he ain't got time. No way he can do all that. Anyway. But yeah, I do obviously wish they would have handed it off.
Oh, Becky says, wow, Chris, I just noticed how lovely your hands are.
Oh, whoa. I mean, am I
feel
showing my...
But
hey,
no.
look, dude, I've been putting lotion on for real.
Sweet
My
Daddy
arm,
Don.
I'm coming a metrosexual.
I can
like
tell,
James.
dude.
Because
Your skin's looking healthy now.
Because how my mom's arms are, I told you, they're so thin, like her skin got really thin the last few years, and mine's getting like it. I'm like, oh shit. So every night I'm like,
glad.
And
you're starting to look like a white.
Look, I was ashy as fuck. My shins and my fucking forearms are ashy. Oh shit. Anyway. All right. Thank you, Becky. I didn't know you could see my big, ginormous hands. And I got hands the size of James' fucking pecker.
Oh, my God. That's a nasty rumor.
Oh shit!
It's big enough for me.
Yeah, Corey taking too much for sure. Anyway, all right. So yeah, he said that forever. Lord's Giant's Bane. He just don't. He can't do all that, man. And nobody can, right? I mean, it's just not enough time. He's still doing wild card stuff and all these other shows. You can't do all that. It's impossible. But yeah, Neff, what I've been saying, I've said this several streams and videos. Like, look, he gets the blame. I don't know why people are afraid to like criticize him.
Yeah,
like I love him. I love his work. But people are afraid to criticize George R. R. Martin for some reason because they think is the best books ever. That's fine.
They're fantastic.
They are outstanding. But he did this, and because he got involved with TV, and he will never be Tolkien because he has to have a finished series. Tolkien had so much he did extra shit that never got even done. And they called it the Unfinished Tales.
Man.
But to have that type of legacy, you got to finish your main story, and he's just not going to do it. So, some of the blame goes to him for being way behind and never really focusing in whatever it is. And again, that's his prerogative. He wants to say, fuck it, not finish him. That's on him. He's not my personal author, but I just don't understand why people are afraid to like throw him a little shade sometimes. You know what I mean? Again, love him.
He's such a hero of mine. That's why I haven't finished my book.
Yeah. That's a good excuse. Jesus Christ. Speaking of books, I do have a book out called The Crimson Gods. You can buy it in bookstores today or online.
It's a fantastic book.
I do have a book out. I don't know if it's something. I didn't even think about that, dude. We got a lot of people revisiting the last few weeks that came back from old GOT days that may not even know that.
That's right.
Before we get out of here,
we should just do a damn side thing of chapter by chapter.
There you go. There's my book, The Crimson Gods. There you go. Look, Nightbot just spit a link out to Amazon. What was very cool that I told James was a Barnes & Noble just opened up in a Mooresville, a town near us, and my fucking book is in two of these in the area. And I saw it in there. I posted it on Instagram. It's cool.
How cool is that?
It's so cool to see it in the wild. So they had it out there. They had 3 copies. They were soft covers, or paperbacks. And I will confess they weren't in a bad spot. They were a little low. So I moved them up a couple of shelves.
If I may.
Oh Lord. Here we go.
Let's see.
Yeah, Neff, I got all the Tolkien stuff, and I was buying new copies because, like, I bought a new copy of The Hobbit actually not just a few weeks ago when I saw my book in the store, because my cousin Chad has my original Hobbit somewhere, and he says in his garage, but he can't find it. But like, I mean, dude, he's got like Tolkien. Like when Lord of the Rings came out, like in England, right, it was very popular almost instantly, and he had all these people writing him, and he would respond. And that's why he had this whole book that Christopher published of his letters, because he would respond to these people. And then he had Unfinished Tales and on Numenor and the Fall of Numenor, all these things, Beren and Luthien, I mean, all this stuff, Luthien. And he just ran out of time. He ran out of life. That's all. He was doing so much, and it's so deep, it's insane. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse us. We're going to let James, I don't know what he's reading here.
To my longtime friend and critique partner, James Wright. Just hearing your words of encouragement and answering the questions you had during those many late-night conversations drove me to continue. At points, I almost let the demons talk me out of finishing this damn thing. I could always hear the genuine excitement in your voice, and I know that if you are remotely excited by anything fantasy, I might be onto something. A genuine thank you to you for being one of the few to really see what a smattering of paragraphs could become. Keep dreaming, my friend. That made me cry when I first got my copy.
He did not expect that.
No idea. That was a good surprise, like when he gave me the play button.
Yeah.
But yeah, check the book out. It's really cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've been thinking about this more lately because people ask me about book 2, and I've started that stuff, but I'm not there yet, and I got a lot going on, and I need that little something. I really wish, of course, hindsight's 2020 is if I'd extended this thing and made it a trilogy and used this ending, but it just expanded the story in between, I think that would have been the best move. But that's how you learn. You write a fucking book.
Was it the glasses, Rebecca? Now, you can't be looking at me as a peepaw if we're ever going to go out on a date.
That's right. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, daddy's one thing, but peepaw.
Peepaw, yeah.
You can't go to that level.
That'll dry some shit up.
Shit. Oh, hell.
But no, that really did. You saw me when I read it. That touched me, man.
Yeah, it was cool, man.
I really appreciate it. And I remember those nights, too.
And look, man, again, shout out to our friend Urtach, who did my artwork and stuff. There's the map. He didn't do this. This is a cartographer, but you can't see. It's all black and white.
And to watch that come together.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really. I don't know if y'all can see that. I know some of y'all have seen this. Some people have not. But I got character art that Urtach did. You know, Urtach got big because he's in George R. R. Martin's new Fire.
Yeah, that looks
Blood
good.
of the Dragon. Blood of the Dragon. The new coffee table. So there's a
really good.
So a few characters in here. Cyric looks badass.
That's awesome.
I don't know if y'all can see that. It's really for a camera. And then I got a Shea right here with her bow. Anyway, so that's the hardcover. And this, look, dude, I got to even just do this. Is what excited me because I'd forgot doing, and I just did it in black. I forgot when when you do a hardcover, you do the design for this, right, inside and out, and then shit, you got to do this too. So I kept it really just clean, and the black on red. Anyway,
looks so freaking.
Yeah, I mean it really does. I mean, look, I didn't do the artwork. I couldn't believe, like, when I sent off I got in touch with the cover people and stuff, and then I got 2 proofs back, and I couldn't believe immediately I loved that proof. Like, it wasn't my style, I didn't think.
Mm-hmm.
But it just fucking was like, oh, shit. Like, this is real now.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
God.
Uh-oh.
Read Becky's comment.
How long are those things? I don't have a tape measure.
Shit.
I mean,
he can palm a basketball.
I'm 6'3". I'm old now, but I could dunk and palm a basketball fairly easily if that helps, So I've never actually pulled out a ruler. What do you think there, James? What is that?
Holy shitucky.
Oh, hell. You know damn well he's measured, I swear. I swear I had. Yeah, he's from Turkey. Yeah, Corey. He's Urtach is cool. And by the way, we're gonna have Urtach on our podcast.
Yeah.
So I keep telling him. I talk to Urtach probably every couple of weeks, maybe a little longer than that. We just check in. But yeah, his artwork's in Blood of the Dragon. It's down there. Or where's, I don't know where it's at. I got it somewhere. He did all this artwork for George R. R. Martin. He's official now.
Hell yeah.
But he was doing all that badass artwork. The mountain, Half-Thor. He's got the wolf on his tattoo. So
Urtach, and it translates in English to Jerry.
Yeah. Exactly. Jerry Holton has. Oh, anyway. Yeah, Urtach is cool, man. I talked to him a couple weeks ago, and we mentioned having him on the podcast and just kind of letting him give his story and all that stuff. So we're going to try to do that. We got a lot to do. And then we just saw this crazy ass true crime series, 6 parts. We want to get that director or creator, filmmaker on, and I'm trying to get in contact with her because
I'd like to talk to her.
We were shocked as shit when Convicting a Murderer came out, and they reached out to us, and we started doing interviews and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Holy shit. That was cool, man. We going to get back to the podcast, too.
That was really cool.
Because that's another crazy-ass story, and I would love to hear her point of view. Like, 13 fucking years till she filmed that, man.
Women are something else.
Oh, hell. What's going on? What's up, Jake?
Mother Dragon says, 6'3", we can extrapolate.
Doc.
What?
Chris can do prostate checks, not even get to the knuckle. His is good. I mean, it was clear. No.
Oh, yes. Hell yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, look, we're going off the cliff here. We got to get out of here. James got to work in the morning. Damn, I started a job in like a week and a half or something. I don't know
God, it's officially July 1st.
Oh, it is. Shit,
Wow.
never mind. Next week. Holy shit, man.
Man.
So,
yeah, we won't see you guys till after 4th of July, so.
Yeah, that's right.
Happy Independence Day.
Yes, Happy Independence Day. That's right. I didn't even think about that. What is that, Thursday, right? We got a thing at Eric's house, by the way. I think he told you. I told Ho today, too, by the way. All right, so we're good. Anything else real quick before we get out of here? James got to get out of here. It's 12:30.
Yeah. Damn it. Time flies by.
Yeah, and then next weekend, hell, I'll be getting up early. I'm going to have to start going to bed this week and shit. I hate that crap, but we'll see.
Corey
I gotta make a living somehow.
Give the new Jake Gyllenhaal crime show, Presumed Innocent, a watch. I will. I like him. Corey
Miles say tune in. Yeah, he's big time, man. Yeah. No, he immediately said yes. I contacted him. He did me as a white. If you remember, he did that white series where he was drawing like random people as whites from Game of Thrones. He did.
Look, they were cool as hell.
It was cool. He even put a little hat on me, one of those like hats like one of the fucking wildlings would wear and everything, instead of obviously a backwards hat. But yeah, I still got all those. But
don't tell me that. Bolting Vulture. Laris is not a clubfoot. You can see him walking normally in the yard while the boys run into Cole to tell him they're ready to march. I want to go back and watch that.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Well, he is, though, but I wonder if he adds to it. You know, if that's what you're saying. I wonder if what if that was a mistake?
Oh, yeah. Like the Starbucks cup.
Like the coffee cup, yeah. Could have been, man. All right. Yeah, we got to get out of here.
Thanks for hanging out with us, guys.
Really appreciate you guys, all the super chats and the gifted subs or memberships, I should say. Again, just to be clear, on the membership things, you know, that's the $5 level, like a Twitch sub, for example. But we have a Lord level on Patreon as well for both the podcast and the regular. And that's where you can see our little after show. We just call it overtime for now.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get some more of them out there. This is
interrupting the podcast. Yeah. The show is, but yeah, and that's at the Lord level. But we did release one of those to just kind of give you a taste. It's a whole separate little podcast.
And because this starts so late at night. Mm-hmm. Like normally we can stay after a podcast and do one.
Yep, exactly. All righty. Y'all have a good one. Again, thanks for watching. Let's see, next week we got, I'm assuming, Rook's Rest, and we're having...
Dance of Dragons.
Dance of fucking Dragons. Here we go. We're going to see some fucking blood, fire and blood for real. No more teasing. So, anyway, let me see if this still works. I got to just always turn this back off and on. And then, there we go. Uh-oh, I hear somebody. Somebody did something. Somebody dropped something. It might have been I think it was a subscriber.
Ooh. Sweet daddy.
All righty. Anyway, thank you guys. Love you all. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us.
Hey.
Look, we man from Ireland.
5/27. That's my birthday.
All righty. All right. Let me put this here. There and play y'all some funky music while y'all chat as we get out of here. So let me do that. Is that even playing? I can't even hear it. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching.
Love you guys.
We'll see you next time. Peace.